हाँ हाँ ठीक है, रिकॉर्डिंग तो चालू थी गई है। हाँ चलो बस हाँ ओके। हम्म, हाँ हाँ ये वादो नहीं आप मीटिंग का तो इंटरव्यू है। हम्म, बराबर। हाँ कौन सा है ना।
Welcome. Good morning to everyone. It is a great pleasure to welcome you this national seminar on paradigm shift in education, VIKSIT Bharat at the rate 2047, sponsored by ICSSR and organized by AG Teachers College Ahmedabad. I welcome our esteemed keynote speakers, Dr. Dhaval Pujara sir, School, Director, School of Technology, PDPU, Gandhinagar, Professor K. Pushpadhanam sir, Professor Education Management, Department of Education, MS University. I welcome Academic Director, Ahmedabad Education Society, Dr. Sriram Nerlekar sir, and our guest, Sri Sanjay Bhai Patni sir, CFO, Ahmedabad Education Society. I also welcome Dr. K. H. Yadav madam, Principal, AG Teachers College. I also welcome all the HODs, principals, teacher educators, chairpersons, professors, teacher educators, school teachers, faculty members, research scholars, B.Ed and M.Ed trainees, all the participants and paper presenters in both the hybrid board participants. Once again, I welcome all the stakeholders of online and offline session. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam once said, education is the most powerful weapon
पद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशांकर प्रभृतिभिः देवै सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवते निशेषजाव्यापः निशेषजाव्यापः. Thank you.
Thank you, Dhaval, for this melodious sloka. I would like to invite Dr. K. Yadav, Madam, Principal, AG Teachers College and Director of this seminar for welcome speech and introduction of keynote speakers and guests. Dr. K. Yadav, Madam.
Thank you. Honorable dignitaries on the dais, invitees, principals of various colleges, alumni members, delegates, online and offline both, organizing team, and my dear students. A very good morning to one and all. On behalf of Ahmedabad Education Society and AG Teachers College, I warmly welcome you all in this one-day gathering, the ICSSR sponsored national seminar. The theme of the national seminar is Paradigm Shift in Education, VIKSIT BHARAT at the rate 2047. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take this opportunity to say a few words about AG Teachers College. AG Teachers College is 72 years old, iconic college in the field of teacher education, the first college, teacher education college of Gujarat state. College is lending its services of excellence in pre-service and in-service teachers training programs. AG Teachers College maintains a leadership role in generation, application, and dissemination of knowledge at pre-service and in-service level. College serves as a benchmark of quality assurance. College has been accredited by B++ grade in its own third cycle. Let me take the opportunity to introduce our eminent speaker of keynote speaker, Dr. Dhaval Pujara. Dr. Dhaval Pujara is serving as Director, School of Technology, Pandit Deendayal Education University, PDEU, Gandhinagar. Dr. Pujara received his UG and PG engineering degrees from IIT Roorkee and a PhD degree from Nirma University. Prior to joining Pandit Deendayal Energy University, he has served with ISRO and with a short span at Government Engineering College. Dr. Pujara joined Nirma University and has a vast experience of 25 years where he had served on the key several positions like he was the founder director of research and innovation, dean of faculty of doctoral studies and research, deputy director, mentor, head, as well as the IQAC coordinator. Apart from the positions at PDEU, he is appointed as the independent director of the Dakshin Gujarat Vij Company Limited by Government of Gujarat. Dr. Pujara has a wide teaching experience at UG, PG, and PhD level. Various noteworthy initiatives in the field of teaching and research publications are credited in his account. Dr. Pujara is the recipient of various awards, to name a few: Best Engineering College Teacher Award, Young Scientist Award, Srimati Ranjana Pal Memorial Award, and Best Professor of Institute of Technology, Nirma University, by various academic bodies. He received a prestigious US Fulbright Fellowship, and he is a life member of various prestigious institutes of engineering. An excellent orator, Dr. Pujara has a deep interest in areas like quality in higher education, accreditation, university rankings, outcome-based education, etc. We welcome you, sir. Our Chief Finance Officer of Ahmedabad Education Society, Shri Patni sir, known for his meticulous work culture, Sir has a rich experience of serving as finance team head with Hefmore at national level. His expertise in accounting is taking all our institutes at higher level of strategic planning and resource management. My dear participants, we have a distinguished team of delegation from Pan India. We have received 137 participants and 108 papers from various institutes, 17 states, 30 universities, teachers, principals, teacher educators, and faculties from various graduation colleges have made our gathering a truly national. Many of you have made huge efforts to join us today here. I am deeply honored to welcome you. Learning, sharing, and networking is the mission of this gathering, and I'm sure this gathering will definitely be a directive exercise towards VIKSIT Bharat. Your presence today has strengthened us. A big thank you to all of you for remaining present online as well as offline. Our academic director and our second keynote speaker, they both have joined on our online platform. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, madam. Now it's time to felicitate our keynote speakers and guests. I invite Dr. Yadav madam to felicitate Dr. Dhaval Pujara sir, Director, PDPU University, Dr. Yadav madam. Offer them, okay. Welcome, sir. Welcome. This is our open applause from our teachers. Thank you. I invite Dr. S.S. Solanki sir, Associate Professor, AGTC College, to felicitate Sri Sanjay Bhai Patni, CFO, Ahmedabad Education Society, with bouquet. Welcome, sir. Thank you. Now, I would like to request our esteemed keynote speakers to address the gathering. Dr. Dhaval Pujara sir, Director, School of Technology, PDPU University, Gandhinagar. Welcome, sir.
I said your PPT. Just how can I see my PPT? I'll
नीचे में નથી દેવાની આ રીતે પ્રેઝન્ટેશન માટે સિમ્બોલ આવે છે
Very good morning to all of you. Wonderful. Please give a wonderful smile. We are here in AG Teachers College, Modern Temple of Learning. A wonderful smile, everyone, please. तुलसीदास जी ने रामायण में बहुत अच्छा लिखा है. He wrote, बड़े भाग मानुष तनु पावा सुर दुर्लभ सब ग्रंथ ही गावा. I'll translate for you. बड़े भाग मानुष तनु पावा. तनु, शरीर. The one who is lucky has got manushya avatar, manushya sharir. I would like to extend it. जो लकी है उसको मनुष्य अवतार मिला. जो लकियर है उसको भारत में जन्म मिला. और जो लकीएस्ट हैं वो शिक्षक बने. और जो लकीएस्ट हैं वो लोग 26 सितंबर को 11 बज के वो यहां पर सेमिनार हॉल में हैं. तो अपने लिए एटलीस्ट एक बार जोरदार अच्छे से ताली बजाएं. Wonderful. I assure you, I promise you, although I'm a professor and in engineering college, we have a habit of conducting a class for 60 minutes. But here, I have already promised madam that I'll speak for 20 minutes. So my time starts now. Friends, what if a teacher provides content? Somebody may say, wonderful, sir. I have done my B.Ed, MSc B.Ed, and I am providing wonderful content. What may happen? Somebody say, hey, sir, I am providing facts, contents plus fact. Wonderful. Hey, I am providing statistics also, all dates, time, years, everything. I provide theory, theorems, information, formula, story, derivations, research, everything I'm providing. But still, I will say, if you are providing all this, but still, I will say, in 21st century, it may happen that you will be obsolete. You may not get the credit for all this content, fact, dates, theory, information, formula, stories, derivation, and research. Now you should ask me a question. Hey, I have done my PhD. I have attended so many seminars like this. I have 20 plus years of experience. I have all notes with me. Although the pages have become from white to yellow colors, but still I am maintaining and preserving. I go to class every day. Sometimes as a director, this also gives a lot of comfort that your faculty members are going for each class regularly. But still, I will say, we may not get the credit. Why? You should ask me, why, sir? The reason is, students can find everything what I said, fact, information, dates, theories, everything. They have a Google guru. Everything is available on Google. Why should they come to me? If not Google Guru, everything is available on YouTube in form of lectures. Why a student should come to Professor Pujara or Dr. Kaushalben? If not, I have Wikipedia on a fingertip. Everything is available on Wikipedia. And now we have a new friend, ChatGPT. All my assignments, even my question papers, my presentation, you would be happy to know or surprised to know, I don't know. Some of my slides are being prepared by ChatGPT. But that is an art. In one of the conferences, some educators, seniors, they were discussing. I was also part of discussion. And most of the people except me, They said, ban kar do chat GPT ko. I said, no, don't ban it. अरे सर आपको पता नहीं है बच्चे कॉपी करते हैं. मैंने बोला कि बच्चों को चैट जीपीटी कैसे यूज करना है वो ठीक से सिखाओ. ये टूल है, आप रोकोगे. द सेम इज ट्रू विथ मोबाइल फोन्स ऑल्सो, स्मार्टफोन ऑल्सो. आई हैव माई चिल्ड्रन, इफ आई आस्क देम डोंट यूज इट, they are so curious. My father is saying don't use it, it means there is something very interesting in it, so they will use it. So friends, everything is available on Google, YouTube, Wikipedia, ChatGPT, and the interesting thing is anytime it is available, anywhere it is available, wherever we want, whenever we want, for whomsoever we want, on a tip of your mouse. You just give a click and everything is available. So some of my students on last 5th September, they came to me, they wished me, sir, happy Teachers Day. Perhaps 5th September 2025, we may not come because perhaps you may not be there. I said, why? I'm still very young. At least I have a plan for next 20-25 years to teach. By the way, I go and teach. Although I'm a director, I assess question papers, answer sheets also. Morning 5 to 6. Today also, touch wood, I have assessed 50 answer sheets. So I asked my students, why? He said, sir, everything is now available. आपकी job खतरे में है. अब आपकी जरूरत नहीं है. And one of my students from ICT, he said, sir, you don't know, in China they have already implemented, robots are delivering lectures in the class, AI trained robots delivering lectures. And sir, for your knowledge, my student told me, sir, for your knowledge, all ebooks, all presentations, all simulation tools, everything is now available on internet. And because of the great Mukesh Bhai Ambani, the data is so cheap in India that now perhaps 5th September 2025, we will not be able to celebrate with you. What do you think? All teachers, हमारी job खतरे में है? I said, no, अब तो समय आया है. Now, my role will become more significant. Now, I can prove that yes, now you need me. I'll tell you why. See, you teach a course on economics, let us say, or maybe finance. Now let's say 10 ebooks are available on internet free of cost. 50 lectures are available. Simulation tools are available. Everything is available. Now a student is confused. Which book I should read? Which tool I should be using? Which lecture I should be referring? Which YouTube video I should be watching? I will tell them. As a teacher, the only thing is my role has changed now. And that is why to my talk, I have given the title Evolving Role. My role is now changing. My job is not in danger zone. In fact, the teacher who is ready to face challenges will get a lot of credit, will get a lot of applause. And that is what I want to tell you, that perhaps now faculty will have to play a role of a filter. By the way, this image is being generated by AI. But I want this picture. Who will tell AI? That is me. That description I will be giving. I need to teach my students how to use tools, how wisely you should be using social media. I'm active on social media. You can follow me on LinkedIn. Very active. But how much time I should be giving on social media? Yesterday, I met a student. He said, sir, I have a problem. I'm depressed. By the way, in this generation, every day I get 2 or 3 cases of students. Sir, I'm depressed. Whereas my generation, some of the teachers will agree with me, at least I heard the word depression for the first time after my graduation. Because in our time, there was nothing like depression. पापा का एक या टीचर का एक काफी था डिप्रेशन में से बाहर निकलने के लिए. So teacher has to act like a filter. Please don't feel bad. Somebody say, hey sir, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma. But I agree. Today also, I touch feet of my gurus and mentors. But we need to introspect. Am I really like a God, like a Brahma, like a Vishnu, like Shiva? Guru Sakshat Parabrahma. 14 वर्ष के वनवास के बाद जब राम अयोध्या आए, पूछा किसको मिलना है, तो पहले गुरु को मिलूंगा. गुरु की कोई बराबरी नहीं है, बट क्या मैं उस काबिल हूं? एवरी डे एवरी टीचर सिटिंग इन दिस ऑडिटोरियम, सिटिंग इन दिस हॉल, प्लीज डू इंट्रोस्पेक्शन. बट द प्रॉब्लम, मैम, देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम. एक फोन नंबर लगता ही नहीं है. आई एम नॉट लाइक पोपटलाल, आई हैव अ बैलेंस, बट नहीं लगता. यू नो विच नंबर? माय ओन नंबर. The message is, I don't want to do introspection. Every teacher after 60 minutes class, please do introspection. I promise you, after this session, I will do my introspection. How was your class? How was your session? Believe me, friends, ये जो अंदर बैठा है ना, वो कभी गलत नहीं बोलता. No need for feedback. You yourself can evaluate your performance in front of students. Teachers needs to discuss. See, information is available. Then what is the role of teacher? How to validate information, how to communicate this information, how to synthesize this information, how to solve problem using information, how to present this information, how to collaborate with the information, how should I use this information? Believe me, information, data, easily available. But how do I use this knowledge? That is more important. That teacher has to discuss with the students. Really, friends, many a times when I sit with experts, with all due respect, Board of Studies, discussion on national education policy, many a times I ask this question to myself, do we really give what our students need? I read a wonderful book, 1001 things which every graduate should know. And when I read this book, I thought out of this 1001, perhaps 950, 980 things I am not discussing in the class. A few samples I have brought here. My student after graduation should know whether I should rent or buy. How do I manage my personal budget and expenses? Many of our graduates, they don't know how to file their income tax. How should I start saving for retirement? How should I file my taxes? How do I invest in stocks, bonds, mutual funds? How do I fix common household issues like plumbing and electrical related problems? How do I perform basic maintenance on my vehicle? How do I cook simple healthy meals? I came to know that those who want to go to US or Canada for their higher studies, in Ahmedabad, there are classes, crash course, 1 week crash course for graduates. पहले दिन का syllabus बहुत interesting है. Maggi, chai and khichdi. Second day it's poha. रोटी तक आ जाती है तो फर्स्ट क्लास में पास. Believe me, friends, I'm not exaggerating. There are graduates, at least my engineering graduates, they undergo this kind of crash courses before they fly to US. There are many such examples. How do I negotiate salaries and job offers? Do we really teach them how to negotiate irrespective of whether it is B.Ed program or BSc program or BCom program, BA, BE? Do we really teach them? Do we really teach them how to deliver this kind of sessions? How to present your thoughts before audience? How do I effectively manage my time and productivity? What are my legal rights and responsibilities? How do I write compelling resume and cover letter? How do I prepare for a job interview? How do I network and build professional relationship? How do I manage work-life balance? How do I handle failures and setbacks? A graduate from IIT Chennai went to the United States for his master's, did his master's from Stanford University, got a wonderful job, married to a beautiful girl, had 2 children, a wonderful bungalow in the United States, and he committed a suicide. A person having degree from IIT and Stanford University, who has got job in Google, who has a beautiful wife, 2 children, a bungalow in San Jose, why should he commit a suicide? You know the reason? I am not exaggerating. An article came out. The fellow from Standard 1, always he used to be successful. He has never seen a failure. And for the first time in COVID, when he saw a setback in his company, in his industry, it was a shock to him and he committed a suicide. Do we really discuss how to face failures? I'm not exaggerating. I don't want to prove I am great, because perhaps none of you are going to sit in my next interview. Perhaps none of you are going to sit in my next promotion interview. Otherwise, I can try to impress you. So there is no attempt to impress you. Every Thursday, I run a class for every student of my university. Anyone can come and sit. Even there are 10 students, I go and deliver a session. Students have given the name to this course as Pujara Sir Ki Pathsala. You know, what do we discuss? The first module is failure stories. Most of the people, when I discuss, hey, Professor Pujara, what are you doing? We should teach them success stories. And you are teaching them failure stories. Yes, I teach them story of Ratan Tata. I teach them story of Lata Mangeshkar, who was rejected for the first time. Lata ji was rejected. Amitabh Bachchan faced a bankruptcy. I give them a total presentation with 20 people, including Bill Gates, including Apple CEO, those who initially failed, and how did they survive. Don't you think as a teacher I should discuss? In my class, I also discuss Bhagavad Gita. I also discuss Ramayana. I also tell them who is Urmila, a wonderful character in Ramayana. Perhaps many of us, we don't know. I also discuss Kaikai. I have a wonderful session. Life skills and leadership lessons from Hanuman. Totally management lesson from Lord Hanuman. Out of my 60 minutes class, can I spare 5 minutes discussing with the crisis the whole world is facing, the issues which the whole country is facing, political issues, social issues, business issues, management issues, family issues. Because ultimately, as a teacher, my goal is to prepare, is to help preparing a great citizen of this great country. Holistic development. बहुत सारे इंस्टीट्यूट के बाहर लिखा होता है holistic development. What is holistic development? Holistic development is ethics and values. कोई मुझे पूछे कि दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम क्या है? You may say, sir, poverty, illiteracy, corruption, terrorism. No, I differ. According to me, the most difficult problem which we all are facing, that is a thinking problem. क्राइसिस जितनी भी देख रहे हैं, पॉल्यूशन आज मैं और आप कर रहे हैं बिकॉज मेरी थिंकिंग में, मेरी परवरिश में, मेरे कल्चर में मुझे ये सिखाए. आप जापान जाओ, अब फिनलैंड जाओ, द बेस्ट एजुकेशन सिस्टम इफ यू वांट टू स्टडी, फिनलैंड एजुकेशन सिस्टम। जापान का 2 साल का बच्चा, उसको पता है कि ये कागज का टुकड़ा मैं रास्ते में नहीं फेंक सकता। दिस इज होलिस्टिक डेवलपमेंट, क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग, कल्चर, वैल्यूज, एथिक्स, ये मैं नहीं कर सकता हूं सर, काही पण चाले। बाय द वे, the most challenging is to be very honest. This is based on my experience. जय भाई का बहुत अच्छा एक बुक है, जय वसावड़ा, गुजराती में, सरदार बनियानो संताप। कभी मैडम को जाके पूछना, नीरव भाई को जाके पूछना, बाहर से लगता है हाँ व्हाट अ वंडरफुल कैबिन ही और शी इज हैविंग, इनोवा गाड़ी ही और शी इज हैविंग, सीएफओ सर को जाके पूछना। बहुत अच्छा लिखा जय भाई ने, सरदार बनियानो संताप। संताप इज, ये कांटों का ताज है भाई। क्या हम सिखाते हैं अच्छा लीडर कैसा होना चाहिए, कमिटमेंट क्या होना चाहिए, डेडिकेशन क्या होना चाहिए। 15 अगस्त को तुम्हें आना है तो 9 बजे क्लास में होना चाहिए। बट इफ आई आस्क माय स्टूडेंट्स टू बी एट 9 o'clock, 8:55 आई हैव टू बी देयर इन माय क्लास। बापू वर्धा में थे, लंबी कतारें लगती थी, लोग आके बापू को पूछते थे, अपने फैमिली प्रॉब्लम्स भी पूछते थे। ये कहानी मैं 1 घंटे में बताता हूं, आपको 1 मिनट में बता देता हूं। दैट ऑल्सो इज एन आर्ट, एवरी टीचर शुड नो। बापू वर्धा में थे, कतारें लगती थी, लोग पूछते थे बापू मेरा ये प्रॉब्लम है, घर के प्रॉब्लम लेके आते थे। एक अम्मा, बूढ़ी अम्मा, 70 साल की बूढ़ी अम्मा, बापू बापू ये मेरा पोता राजू गुड़ बहुत खाता है, गोड़ बहु खाई छे, जेगरी बहु खाई छे, इन्हें दवा आपो। बापू सेट 1 वीक के बाद आना। बूढ़ी अम्मा थॉट बापू विल प्रिपेयर सम medicine, herbal medicine, so that is why he has asked for 1 week time. After a week again बूढ़ी अम्मा, 3 घंटे की जर्नी, लंबी कतार खड़ी रही, 2 बजे बापू के पास, बापू मैं लास्ट वीक आई थी, राजू मेरा पोता गुड़ बहुत खाता है, आप दवाई देने वाले थे। बापू बच्चे को, राजू ज्यादा गुड़ खाना अच्छी बात नहीं है, अब से ज्यादा गुड़ मत खाना, जाओ। अम्मा बोले पता है, 2 दिन से प्लानिंग कर रहे थे, टिकट ढेबरा बनावाना, आने लावानो पकड़ीने, અને તમારે આજ કહેવાનું હતું, इफ यू आर सपोज टू से कि गुड़ मत खाना तो लास्ट वीक ही बोल देते। बापू बोले लास्ट वीक बोल सकता है, पर तब तो मैं भी बहुत खाता था। 1 वीक में मैंने अपने आप को तैयार किया, अब मैं नहीं खाता हूं तो मैं किसी को बोल सकता हूं। बिलीव मी फ्रेंड्स, ये जो मैं बोल रहा हूं ना, मैं करता हूं। What skills are expected from the graduates of 21st century? Analytical thinking. You may be from law background, education background, arts background, engineering background, management background, business background, but our graduates should know problem solving, creative and critical thinking, adaptability and agility. When I joined PDU after 25 years, one of my mentors, Mr. D.P. Chaya, who served registrar of 7 different universities, he asked me a question. Dhaval bhai, set thai gaya? Badama accept thai gaya? As a leader, you should be acceptable. Sometimes as a leader, you have to compromise, but no compromise on your value system. Communication skills, collaboration and teamwork, emotional intelligence. टीचर ने थोड़ा डांट दिया, बच्चे मेरे पास आते हैं, सर देवलीना मैडम ने मुझे डांट दिया। I mean, they are not able to control their emotions. Who will tell them? Who will teach? Do we have a course on emotional intelligence? 3-credit course. Interpersonal skills, lifelong learning, global and cross-cultural competence. Our students, our graduates will become global citizens. Perhaps you and me, those who are sitting in first row, we might have visited US or Canada maybe for 15 days, 20 days, 1 month. But these students, one day they will go to Australia, Canada, New Zealand. Do we really teach them? Do we really tell them the culture of different countries? How do you behave? How do you sit? Dining table etiquettes. How do you exchange your visiting card? Do we really teach them? Entrepreneurial mindset, environmental responsibility. Friends, there are drivers of faculty role evaluation in the 21st century. In this century, we have this jigar ka tukda that has changed our life. Some faculty members, they come and complain, sir, hamari to life che kai. What is expected from us? My principal says you have to be a facilitator. You have to be a counselor. You have to create research papers. You are a content creator. You are a resource person. You have to go and collaborate with industry. You have to evaluate answer scripts and give feedback to the students. You have to be innovator. You have to be a cultural ambassador. Sir, ये कोई life है? Multiple role? But I see this as opportunity. मुझे तो बहुत मजा आता है कि अभी टीचर के रोल में मजा आना अब शुरू हुआ है यार. You ask our senior teachers, there was nothing like Google or AI or ML. Now, at least, if you want some material, you can ask Google, you can ask OpenAI. You have material on your fingertips. You have very smart students. You have wonderful hall auditoriums like this. Your mic system. You ask our senior teachers. They never had these luxuries. तो अपना टाइम तो अब आया है, मजा तो अब आता है पढ़ाने का. I'll take you to drivers, online learning platform, digital tools, AI-driven education. Now we are in competition with all these tools. Now you have to prove yourself. If you can prove, student has multiple choices. He may attend your economics class, or he may go and attend economics lectures delivered by Stanford professor. How do you deliver? That makes a difference. And that is possible. Some of you may say, sir, because you are a chief guest, you have paid registration, you have to get a certificate, and that's why we have to listen to you. No. Give a challenge to yourself. Give a challenge to yourself. Yes, my lecture will be better than what other lectures available on internet. My students will have to come for an extra class. Personalize student-centered learning models. Time will soon come that instead of a semester end examination or what we call final examination, student may say, sir, I am not ready today. After 5 days, I'll come for exam. So whenever he or she wants, they will come for exam. And you have to be ready. Don't worry, we have AI. So we also will be able to generate 400 papers for 400 students. Not an issue. But how to use AI? That I need to learn. Some of you may say, sir, pension ની જ વાર છે હવે 58 થઈ ગયા છે. હવે AI શીખીને અમારે શું કરવાનું? If I ask my students to be a lifelong learner, I have to be a lifelong learner. Globalization, internationalization, industry expectations, focus on research and innovation, data-driven assessment, outcome-based education, mental health issues which our students are facing, at least after COVID. Social media is also playing a big role in this teaching learning process. Addressing the needs of diverse student body. At least in my college, I have students from 22 different states, from different boards, from different language. Now, I cannot say, hey, I have students from Assam, I have students from UP, I have students from Bihar, I have a student who has studied throughout in Hindi medium or Bangla medium, and now he is sitting in front of me. I have a student from rural background or maybe urban background. I have to make myself ready. AI is also transforming the whole education. Personalized learning, there are tools available. For grading also, now there are AI-based tools available. For plagiarism check, many of you may be knowing there is something called Turnitin available. Research, there are tools available. For curriculum design, if you want to design a curriculum of, let's say, psychology, there are tools available. On a click of mouse, curriculum of psychology will be available to you. Our role has become a multifaceted role in the 21st century. A few tips before I close my talk. Friends, those who are teachers, it is my appeal, it is my urge, request, humble request. Please keep yourself updated. See, we are called gurus. G-U-R-U. G means the one who guides. U means the one who understands. बच्चों के प्रॉब्लम को वो समझ सके वो गुरु है. G means guide. U means understand. R means renew. Renewing my knowledge continuously. Every week, every month, every year. Let us decide that every year I will attend 1 or 2 such conferences, workshops. I'll make myself ready to face all the challenges. So updation is a mantra. Second, learn how to use these modern tools rather than continuously criticizing them. If you only will criticize, it does not mean that people will stop using. This generation, आपको उनको friend बनाना पड़ेगा, है ना? अच्छा टीचर बनना है ना, तो आपको उनको फ्रेंड बनाना पड़ेगा. फ्रेंड कैसे बनेंगे? वो जो टूल यूज करते हैं, वो जो सोशल मीडिया यूज करते हैं, तो हमें भी थोड़ा सीखना पड़ेगा. आई हैव टू लर्न दैट. Shift from traditional lecture method to interactive and participative method. Earlier, people used to say pin drop silence. Now the concept has gone pin drop silence. The class in which students are discussing, arguing. Some people say, hey, sir, what are you talking about? Students should not argue with me. Argument is not a bad word. Perhaps there are some teachers from English background. Please pardon me, I'm not from English. But argument is not a bad word. Presenting your viewpoints with decorum. There is nothing wrong. I, being a director, I allow my students, my faculty, but I have given them a one-line mantra. Maintain decorum. Maintain respect. Whenever you are making mat bhed hoy, man bhed na hoy. Difference of opinion is always welcome. Go beyond classroom. સાહેબ 300 પેપર તો ઘરે લઈ જઈને ચેક કરીએ છીએ, પછી કેટલું ઘરે લઈ જઈને કરીએ? करना पड़ेगा अगर आपको 21st century का टीचर बन. Encourage critical thinking, collaboration, creativity, communication amongst the students. Stay actively involved in research and publication. Adjust to new teaching formats such as blended learning, hybrid learning. Build partnership with industries to incorporate real-world applications. Maybe from corporate, maybe from NGOs. We need to learn. We need to bring those applications, those experiences in my class. Otherwise, what I'm going to discuss, if it is available in the book, why should student come to my class? He has everything on Google. He has everything in the book. I have to be different. I have to be unique. I should motivate. I should encourage. I should be with him during his difficult time. Then only they will be with him. Thank you so much. You can give your feedback about this session to this email, dap.nit@gmail.com. Very simple, Dhaval Pujara, dap.nit@gmail.com. You can follow me. You can be with me on LinkedIn and Instagram also. I am actively available. I would be happy to answer your queries. When we were discussing about this session, I'll just close in next 20-30 seconds. When we were discussing about this session, I promised Kaushal ma'am. My way of promising to her was slightly different. I said, Kaushal Ben, mara lecture pachi kadach badha evu ke after my session, people may say, when are you leaving? When are you leaving? I'll say, I'll try. People should say, why are you leaving? Life is also between when are you leaving and why are you leaving. દાદા સૂતા હોય ને ઘરના કે હવે પણ 100 વર્ષે એ દાદા જાય ને ઘરમાં બધા એમ કે ના મારા દાદા ગયા, દાદા હજી થોડુંક રહી જતા. आफ्टर माई क्लास इफ माई स्टूडेंट से सर थोड़ा और रुक जाइए ना, you are the best teacher, you don't require any certificate from your principal. When are you leaving and why are you leaving? पिकनिक जा रही हैं, आपका नाम है, 4 लोग बोले मुझे नहीं आना है, और आपका नाम है और आप बोलो कि मुझे इमरजेंसी आई है मैं नहीं आऊंगा, और सब बोले पिकनिक कैंसिल, धवल सर नहीं आ रहे हैं. You are a good human being. You are a good friend. Choice is yours. You want to become a good father, good teacher, good family member, good educator. Choice is yours. When are you leaving and why are you leaving? मेरा हमेशा प्रयत्न रहता है, ट्राई करता हूं. Why are you leaving लोग बोले, बच्चे भी बोले, घर वाले मिसेस पुजारा भी जो 9 बजे रखने आए तो बोले कि भाई रोकाव ने सवारे दूध सारू गरम करी आपी तू, કલાક હજી રોકાવ તો જરાક શાક બાક સાંજનું સમારીને જાઓ. મજા એની છે. Thank you so much for inviting me.
પેલું કર દો ને તમે પિન કર દો.
Special thanks to our eminent keynote speaker, Dr. Dhaval Pujara, sir, Director, School of Technology, PDPU, Gandhinagar. Sir, your session is really power-packed. We inspired a lot from your personality and your session too. It is just like yoga karmashu kaushalam. We would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude, appreciations for your exceptional keynote address, your expertise and passion for changing role of teacher, Ms. Guru, shown through your speech. Your insightful, thought-provoking session inspired us all. Your contribution to this event has been invaluable. We are deeply grateful for your time and efforts. Thank you very much, sir. I would like to also thank our academy, Ahmedabad Education Societies, Dr. Sanjay Bhai Patni sir. Your presence is valuable. Your presence is here. You are taking your valuable time for us. Thank you very much for joining this inaugural session. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
The second question.
As you all know, that our seminar is in hybrid mode. So we have our next speaker, keynote speaker, Dr. Pushpadhanam sir. Pushpadhanam sir, enlightening our audience. Before that, I would like to request Dr. Kaushal madam to give a brief introduction of our keynote speaker, Dr. K. Pushpadhanam sir. Welcome.
Let me take the privilege to introduce our second keynote speaker, who is present on our online platform in Gujarat and even at the national level. The face is not new for anyone. Karanam Pushpadhanam is a distinguished professor in the field of educational management at Maharaja Sayajirao University of Baroda, Gujarat. He currently leads the Department of Educational Administration at the university. His work spans over 30 years and contributing extensively to research, teaching, and community outreach in education. He has guided numerous PhD scholars and served as a consultant on several educational initiatives, particularly in teacher education and leadership. In addition to his work in India, Dr. Pushpadhanam has held visiting professorship at international institutions like Stockholm University, Aarhus University, University of Cork, etc. He has been involved in various projects, including collaboration on global citizenship, education, and rural transformation through education. He is the international coordinator of a research network on digitization of higher education. He has addressed more than 500 academic conferences and seminars across the globe, visited more than 20 countries, published books, journals in the area of educational management. Currently, he is working in the area of education for global citizenship with the Swedish Council of Higher Education, education for rural transformation with Government of India, and in the field of educational leadership and management with University of Teacher Education, Switzerland. He is also a member of prestigious academic bodies, including NCTE, National ITEP Committee, NAC, NCRT, NIFT, etc. He is serving on various educational editorial boards with multiple national and international journals. Dr. Pushpadhanam, sir, I heartily welcome you on this online platform of AG Teachers College, and the stage is yours. Thank you very much.
Very good morning to all of you. I'm extremely sorry that I could not be with you today physically, though I planned to be there. But I could connect you through this virtual mode. At the outset, let me thank the AZ College of Education for inviting me here to share some of the ideas that are happening in the field of education, especially the change, the shift, the transformation that so rapidly took in the post-millennium, not only in India, but across the world. Professor Dhaval rightly said in his previous talk, the most happiest people are here in this conference room, and somehow I am missing that opportunity to be the part of this, the happiest, the room. It's happiest room because we are working in the domain of education. And today we are seriously thinking about the kind of changes happening in the system, and then how we as educators need to respond to it. So in this context, the theme of the conference is very, very relevant. I was just trying to interpret the kind of the words that we use in education. The change, the shift, or the transformation. Which one best fit into the education context today? I think this we need to think a little before we enter into the basic argument. We all know that change is inevitable. Change is the only permanent thing. And when you talk about shift, shift is something replacement of a place. But when you talk about transformation, we are talking about a purpose, a process, a practice, an impact, and an overall change that we can see in the system. You know, change happens because we, the human beings, continuously put our efforts to acquire new body of knowledge, acquire new body of skills, to address certain pertinent issues and problems. So continuously, we think, we come out with new ideas, we practice, and it is a kind of a cycle that happens. So, in education context, when we understand this concept of paradigm shift in education, it is not a shift from one place to another place, but it is revolving, evolving understanding of educational ideologies, educational practices, addressing to the ever-changing demands of society, not only at the local level, but the regional, national, and the global levels. And this aspect really contributed to the domain of education through various policies, reflections, practices, and also the future demands. Friends, the change, the shift, the transformation that has happened or happening in an industrial setup is so rapid when you compare with the education sector. And it is not possible with the education sector because we cannot take any decision which affects the humankind, affects the mankind. Therefore, anything that we propose in education need to be a thoughtful process. And this thoughtful process will ultimately make human beings into being human. I think that is the essence of education that we are already talking about. And Dhavalji has rightly presented. Education is not something you acquire something that I was looking to what happened in the domain of education over the years. We started looking for education for all. We want every child to come to the domain of education acquire adequate knowledge and skills, become human resources, and contribute to the development of the self, society, and the nation. And then we also started focusing about how this education should address certain global issues. So we come out with education for sustainable development goals. The 17 goals were identified. They were the stumbling blocks for the human survival, progress, and development. And therefore, we decided it is the education effectively type. So the educational for sustainable development goals came into existence, and we started working towards it, trying to integrate the educational activities towards accomplishment of these sustainable development goals. And then we landed up into the another domain. A new concept came globally, which is the 21st century. '21st century, which is a kind of a mental concept, a concept which slightly differentiate the 20th century, the kind of opportunities, the kind of provisions that were prevailing of that time, and the kind of opportunities, the provisions prevailing of the present time. Hello. Am I audible, please? Hello?
Yes, sir, audible.
Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir, audible.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah, thank you. Somebody has put this message. So, friends, the educational ideology, the purpose, the philosophy of education has not much changed. Whether you talk from the primitive age to today, you are talking about the digital age. Therefore, what has changed? The approach, the mechanism that we are adopting to deliver the educational process probably changed due to some factors. You talk about globalization, you talk about the technological advancements. We all know that we are living in the age of robotics, artificial intelligence, virtual realities, augmented realities, ultimately in uncertain societies. So addressing the education issues in a greater uncertainty is something the 21st century society is talking about. And therefore, it was clearly mentioned in the National Education Policy 2020. It talked about we want to create a kind of an education system which is equitable, inclusive, affordable, progressive, flexible, sustainable, impactful quality education at all levels. Friends, these riders are very, very important for us when we look paradigm shift in education. The policy clearly states the education that we are talking about need to be equitable, education for all. Everyone has the right to get quality education. Therefore, it becomes a commitment on the part of the country at the systems level. And the institutions are accountable to provide and deliver the kind of education which really useful to the people of different diversity that we have. And it is inclusive, affordable, progressive, flexible, sustainable, impactful, quality education. So if this is the shift, if this is the focus, if this is the commitment that we hold as a country, the question is how to translate this policy into effective program. Thereby, you, me, and those who are directly associated with educational affairs come to the forefront. So to make this happen into reality, we need to check certain dichotomies that we are basically facing. The one dichotomy that usually we talk in education is something freedom versus discipline. I would like to bring this topic today when Professor Dhaval ji is there in this platform. There is a great dichotomy between our understanding about the freedom and the discipline within the educational context. Do we need to have this freedom for the learner, for the teacher, for the institution to carry forward the educational ideologies aligning to the national, global educational priorities? Or we need to have the traditional way of delivering education in a more confined, more disciplinary oriented education? So for that, we need to see the change that happened in terms of our learners. Who were the learners of that time and who are the learners of the present time? When I'm talking about that time, I'm talking about those learners who were deprived of the information. When the information accessibility was very limited. It was only through schools, through teachers, through textbooks, through libraries, the knowledge dissemination process were predominantly happening. But when you understand the learner today, they are data driven. They are more informed. They are the decision makers. They are the designers of their own instruction. And these changes have to be taken care when we deliver our educational systems. Probably this is the reason when we talk about the paradigm shift in education. It is not the teacher-centric education that we are talking about. It is the learner-centric education, and the learner is the prime, and the learner is entirely different in 21st century. He is a data-driven, data-rich learner that we have today. So understanding this type of learners and redesigning educational practices are very, very important in the present context. Friends, the second important thing is the kind of opportunities that are available. To what extent we are positioned to tap those opportunities and provide our learners. Therefore, they are in a position to look the future that they want to develop. So the question is the freedom and the discipline. The 21st century learners who are data rich, decision makers, well informed, they need to have a free learning environments. You know, the freedom is essential for a creative mind. The absence of freedom leads to fear, and the fear is the stumbling block for innovation and change. And therefore, the whole shift is from teaching to learning, from teacher-centered to learner-centered, from instruction to construction of knowledge, and from information to transformation. I think this is the kind of paradigm shift that's happening in a much bigger way. And we educators started looking the educational processes in a much broader way. So when this shift is happening from teaching to learning, from information to transformation, from local to global, from instruction to construction, we also need to think about the competencies that the teachers need to hold. That's how the teacher education programs are also changing over the years. And today, we have this integrated teacher education program, which is coming up as a national mission. And these teacher education programs are being offered by the institutions of excellence, IITs, Indian Institute of Science. They all have come forward to offer this program in this country to address the transformation that is taking place in the domain of education in a more rapid way. So friends, to embrace this transformation, what is most important is the teacher professional development and the teacher's commitment and the concept of lifelong learning. You know, teachers' preparation is a very, very crucial today. Why? Because a teacher is not simply a person who delivers the lesson in the classroom. A teacher is someone who brings social transformation. A teacher is a social transformer. A teacher is someone who instills the spirit of learning and enable the learners to become lifelong learners. I think this point is very, very important, and I'm sure in the coming deliberations of the sessions, you will be talking more about how to prepare and engaging teachers and enabling teachers and empowering teachers that are very much needed to tap the kind of developments happening across and make this teaching learning process more inspiring, more innovating, and therefore we will be in a position to create the kind of human resources who can lead and contribute not only to our country, but the global world. So friends, at the end, I would like to say that this paradigm shift in education provides opportunities for us to upgrade our knowledge and skills, provide opportunities to come out of our comfort zones and to prepare a roadmap for our young generations. This is the very purpose of national education policy that we talk about. So things do not happen on its own. Things never happen on its own. We have to make it happen. And we the teachers, we the policy makers, we the leaders, we all have the role to play to make things happen in this world. And the quality cannot happen accidentally. It needs our intelligent and intentional efforts. With this, I once again thank the organizers for inviting me here to share some of my ideas with you all. Thank you so much.
स्क्रीन शेयर बंद करी सर स्क्रीन शेयर ओके ऑडियो Thank you very much, sir. We would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude and appreciation for your experiential keynote address in virtual mode. Your insightful and thought-provoking presentations set our seminar inspired for all of us. Thank you once again for your outstanding keynote address. Thank you very much, sir. Be present in our virtual session on behalf of AG Teachers College. Thank you. As we come to finish our inaugural session of this national seminar on paradigm shift in education, VIKSIT BHARAT 2047, I want to express my deepest gratitude to all who made today a success. First and the foremost, I would like to thank Indian Council of Social Science Research for supporting this event, for their invaluable support. Then a special thanks to our eminent keynote speakers, Dr. Dhaval Pujara sir and Dr. Pushpadhanam sir, for their insightful and knowledgeable session. Then I would like to thank you, our Ahmedabad Education Society CFO Sanjay Bhai Patni sir, our academic director Dr. Sriram Nerlekar sir, for this seminar. I also thankful to our principal madam, Dr. Yadav madam, and also seminar director for making this event successful and be present here. I also thankful to all the chairperson for our online and offline technical sessions, HODs and professors who is present in online as well as offline mode both. Then principals of teacher education institutions, principals of schools, and all invited guests. Once again, I thank you, all of you, for your presence and make this event more successful and remarkable and memorable. Then I extended my thanks, special thanks to our all the faculty members for supporting and making and organizing this event successful. And special thanks to all the paper presenter and participants, those who have contributed their research work for this national seminar. Then B.Ed trainees and M.Ed trainees. Special thanks to student volunteers, our admin staff and ICT support staffs for making this hybrid mode or virtual session as well as offline session altogether. Thank you very much for your all support and be present here वर्चुअल मोड में और यहाँ जो प्रेजेंस है उसको फिर से मैं हृदयपूर्वक आप सबका आभार व्यक्त करती हूँ. थैंक यू वेरी मच टू ऑल ऑफ यू नोन अननोन पर्सन.
से अगस्त का रिसीट कटा है तो अगस्त को टच करें तो सब.
Thank you very much to making this event successful. Directly, indirectly, those who have supported